I'm a dancer. And
then you can just turn your handlebar that way to go that way. And they're made in America, of course, so that fat Yanks can go to the fridge without expending any energy.
Now, this would be powered on the real version, obviously.
Well, it would be. I know Americans might lose weight if they actually had to do something for themselves.
Hey.
One, weight. This is 600 pounds, and that's the same as having a whole American sitting on the tailgate. No, I'm not interested in this.
You will now attempt to achieve in 8 days what the Americans failed to achieve in 10 years. Get from the south of Vietnam to the north.
That's rubbish.
That is rubbish.
It is. I know why they've done it in America. It's because if you drive into an American, let's be honest, they're not small people. Manage your car. All those road workers going, look at this. Under here, I got me a Nissan, got me a Honda, got me a Humvee under here, got me a Mitsubishi in my butt creek. That's what it is.
That's ridiculous.
How much? This is sushi versus a hamburger.
But it is M3 money.
Yes, but honestly, I'd have one of those if I were the sort of person who looked at my sister and thought, And because the Corvette is made from plastic, it's lighter as well. If only America could win its wars so convincingly. However, there are a few problems. Sadly, though, this was also too much for the US government.
I just wanted to make sure that you guys are doing the documentary.
Oh, it is a documentary. It's not like a fooling around show, no, it's a serious show.
Jeremy's sincerity wasn't convincing, and his hand gestures didn't help either.
GT40 has 150 more brake horsepower than the Ferrari and twice as much torque, but it's American, so of course it won't be as good through the corners. Shelby will be going, I know what a hybrid is. It's like country and western. The block is made in Germany, where they know what they're doing. Of course, Americans have never had a problem making stuff go fast in a straight line. The Space Shuttle, the Corvette, the Boeing 747, and so on. But they have never, and I've checked this out with all the experts, they've never made a car that can go around corners properly. Until now. This is the result. It looks almost identical to the old GT40, although because this one was built in America, it is bigger than the one built in Britain, longer, wider and taller. We decided to take an overnight train to Halong City, which is something the Americans never thought to do. I am now boldly going where no American has been before. We've gone from the south to the north of Vietnam. We've proved to the Americans it's possible.
Something that has everything. The challenging bends, no traffic, the great views, the long, fast straights, the lot.
Yeah. Now, it's unlikely to be here because everyone does 5. It's not going to be here because everyone's on drugs. That's all just full of ox. Al Gore says that's gone, so it's not going to be down there. That's full of spiders. Signposts here are all full of gibberish. They're all communists. Can't go there because the Americans will shoot you.
No,
Yes.
no, thank you.
Brian Johnson has been run over by some people who think they are playing football.
But they're not.
Well, it's not football, though, is it? Because they don't use their feet.
That's not football. That's just people dressing up.
We play football.
We play football.
Yeah, with our feet.
That is football.
What?
It's not soccer, it's football that we play.
Who says that?
6.75 billion people in the world call it football.
Anyway, look, you can moan and shout all you like. The fact is, we're British and we edit this show and you'll just get cut out.
This is a rugby ball. Look on the screen. They're only playing with the padding they were born with. This is not a football.
They call it football.
It's a city that was named after General Nash, big war hero, kicked the British out. You got you ended up with independence, and how's that working out for you? I mean, I only asked because we were looking the other day at the best-selling cars in America these days. This is the top 5.
There you go, that's independence. Working well. Toyota, Honda, Toyota, Nissan, Honda.
So what is actually made in Detroit these days, then?
Well, mostly they just grow sustainable organic peace beans. No, it's just women with armpit hair growing kale. That's all that's going on there. Municipal farms for the community. Now, so why doesn't that happen here? Who's got a pickup truck here?
Yeah.
Holy cow, that's unbelievable. But when you go shopping and put things in the back, why doesn't someone just help themselves?
Because they shoot them here.
What?
Well, there is that. There is that. Thank you, Donald.
Where's Donald? No, but why? Have you ever had anything stolen when you were at a red light? Never. Has anyone ever had anything? No. I thought this was supposed to be crime-ridden in America. We can converse perfectly well in a shop or a restaurant, but when it comes to cars and motoring, every single word you use is different. When I say different, I mean wrong. When you change gear with a lever, what do you call that? Stick. Do you see? This is a stick. Couldn't change gear with this. It wouldn't work. What you can do with this is point at things, OK? Let's just see if we can get you educated. What do you call this bit of a car? Bonnet.
They're learning.
What do you mean? No, I know you can wear a bonnet on your head as well. It's two things. We're capable of having those different thoughts. Now, what type of vehicle is this? No, it's stupid.
Oh, no. Hang on.
It's stupid. Let's do another one of these. What type of vehicle is this? Coupe. A coupe is where you keep your chickens. That's a coupe. That's a French word, I admit.
Yeah, a bit.
And they're muddled with that. George Bush, you heard what he once said about the French? Said the trouble with the French is they have no word for entrepreneur.
It is difficult. I think the only thing we agree on is steering wheel.
Yeah.
But then they go and put it on the wrong side of the car.
It must be really annoying having to drive along like that all the time. Why don't you just put it in front of the driver like we do?
Yeah.
And here we saw the most amazing wildlife yet.
They are the funniest creatures on earth, aren't they? Why are they so funny? Americans, I don't know why, but American tourists, and I know we're watched in America, we're not saying we're all like this, but when you travel, you're hysterical.
Sadly, the Americans departed, leaving us with nothing to look at except some hippos.
OK, and I'm going to start with another American car. And it's this, the Pontiac Solstice.
Yeah?
It's fantastic! Look at that little two-door, two-seater coupe with...
The reason why that
What? Hang on,
looks...
just can I get... What do you reckon of that? Can you see that? That is a nice-looking little car, isn't it?
What do you think?
Nice car.
Yes.
Looks like a... There's a chap here who's got the point. It looks like a TVR. The reason it looks good, Richard, is because it looks European.
Fine, and
But
it's
the difference is it has a 2.4-litre engine from which the Americans have managed to extract 170 brake horsepower. 170 brake horsepower from 2.4 litres. We don't want that, no way. While you're on the subject of Pontiac, OK?
Yes? I was really hoping you wouldn't do that.
This is the Pontiac Aztec.
Yes.
This has a 3.4-litre engine. 185 brake horsepower.
Yeah. I will concede it looks like a badly built conservatory. It's horrendous.
It is absolutely shocking, and this is the sort of rubbish. You can look at that. Look at it. It's
Awful.
Awful.
Absolutely terrible.
Ugly. Exactly. We don't want that. This looks fabulous. Has a live rear axle, just like a Morris Marina. So, here in the civilised part of the world, that's a no.